The mid-morning sunlight cast the road leading from Stacy's home to the place where she grew up in a golden glow. She drove with the windows down, appreciating the balmy September air. It was warmer today than it had been all week, and she could think of few things more appealing than brunch at the Drakethorn estate on a Saturday morning. She navigated her car through wreaths of mist stained with sunlight under a canopy of trees preparing to turn color for the impending autumn. Though Rowan normally drove her to her father's estate and everywhere else, Stacy insisted she go alone this morning. Nothing could happen to her on a 4-mile drive, right? She'd told Rowan she wanted time to think alone, so he had finally relented. Kira's temptation of pastries had also helped. Stacy left them both in the kitchen. She'd chosen to collect her auburn hair into one braid today and wore a simple pair of blue jeans and a black blouse. Brunch attire, she called it, when Amy asked where she was going. Stacy parsed through mixed emotions on the brief journey to her father's estate. She anticipated the conversation with her father and the insight it might yield her, but she was also apprehensive about her father holding back or going daddy ballistic on her, wanting to protect her from the vampire threat. She rehearsed some of what she would say and reviewed the information Mr. Gray had passed her last night. Soon she reached the estate gates, and they opened for her. The wards recognized her as someone with Drakethorn blood and allowed her in. The grounds sprawled out, manicured to perfection. The house rose in the distance, never failing to appear prestigious and centuries old. Stacy waved to the groundskeeper, Torin, who was trimming hedges along the driveway. She exited the car, approached the house, and climbed the porch steps. The estate butler, Reginald Blackguard, who had been like a kindly uncle to Stacy growing up, opened the door. "Good morning, Reggie," she greeted.
"What a surprise this is!"
he exclaimed as he ushered her into the house. Normally, Stacy called before coming, but she figured showing up unannounced would be nice for the staff. Reginald asked how she had been, and Stacy engaged in normal pleasantries. Reginald revealed that all was well with her father's estate.
"I can take you to him now."
He offered his arm. The butler led her not to Khan's grand library as she expected, but through the wide back doors to the gardens. Her father was pacing along the cobblestone path, speaking to someone on the phone. Khan spotted her, smiled, and put up a finger as if to say, "Hold on." Reginald had disappeared into the house, and Stacy wandered through the garden. It was the same as it had always been since her first memories of the place. The narrow path wove among hedges and rose bushes, around pear and apple trees, and to stone fountains and small alcoves carved into the shrubbery where one could rest on a bench. As a child, she'd spent much of her time hiding from lessons or chores. Sure, she had grown up in a grand house with staff, but her father had insisted she learn hard work from an early age.